live now, so just trying to get everything set up here to go, and that should be good. But yes, I am live, so gonna be doing some viewer battles today. As it's been a while since I streamed. I said I was going to try to be streaming yesterday. Didn't really have the time. I didn't have the time Friday either, but I'm back today, so yeah, just going to be doing some viewer battles for a bit. If that doesn't work out, do like a CPU tournament or something. Maybe Dragon Quest as well. Either way, although I do want to do some Smash related stuff today, as I've been kind of playing a bit of Smash off stream. Not today, but like yesterday and stuff. I actually need to practice it because I haven't really. I think I played 2 games about 4 or 5 hours ago, so I'm not really warmed up. And then I also need to switch my character really quickly. I don't necessarily know who to play, but I think I'll play some Cloud to start off with, as I've been playing him a lot. Well, the stage isn't really appropriate for the character. It should work fine, as I do like Battlefield. Either way, so yeah. And here, let me change the song, since this is someone I always do for the arenas at the beginning because of the name of the song. So, I thought I would mix things up with one that I don't really listen to, as I do like the music from Mega Man 2. So, I mean, like, I don't listen to for arenas. Yeah, hopefully everything's good quality-wise. I'm trying to check that now, so yeah, that should be fine. Looks like we aren't dropping any frames. It's at 0.0, so I could be dropping some, but I don't think I am. I can even check. Yeah, looks like that's flatline, which means that it's fine and constant, so yeah. No spikes or anything either. Yeah, I've been a bit busy for the past few days, that's why I haven't really been able to stream or upload. I need to stream to upload, because I just upload the streams to YouTube, but yeah, I just really haven't had the time for it in the past few days, so that's why I haven't been streaming as much, although now I should start getting more time, hopefully. I think the next 2 Fridays I won't be able to stream, but after that I can start streaming on Fridays as well. Like the main thing that I'll have going on Fridays won't be happening. I could have other things that prevent me from streaming, but it won't be anything that should keep me for too long on Fridays. Bit of a voice crack there. I need to drink some more water. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll be back in a second. Yeah, I forgot the music changes with the song, so, could just go here to other and then just play a random song, because I do like to do that. Get some Wii Sports music, I guess. Alright, again. But yeah, I guess that's kind of what I was going to say at the beginning there. Guess here goes nothing. Probably not going to do that well. It's his first game of the day.
2, 1, go!
I tried to roll. Got a bit of lag. How did that hitbox go through? Keep rolling back, but it's like I'm rolling the opposite way. Okay, I got it in a hit, at least. But yeah, I'm getting a bunch of input lag. As you can see there. Okay, my neutral air's just not going to release. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Just, you know, don't neutral air. GG. But yeah, are you getting bad lag? Or anything? Could just be me. I don't know. Oh yes, FD, an even better stage for this matchup. I thought that would break his shield. How did that beat up my down air? Oh, my jump shift's non-existent, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Oh boy. I love how fast his F-tilt is. Oh yes, I was above him. Like, directly in his shoulders. So, obviously, the sweet spot's right there. I missed by half an inch. Okay. I really hate when that happens. Please roll back, okay. It's like it's gonna lag right as soon as I'm trying to roll, isn't it? I gotta keep remember that that doesn't shield poke. Okay, yeah, GG. I don't know what happened to my second jump on that first stock, but it really threw me off. Eaten by lag, I guess. As I am getting a bunch of pauses on my side. Although, I've got good frame rate. Yeah, thanks. I don't really main Cloud. It's kind of my issue. I should play him a bit more, but I just wanted to start out with a kind of simple character to warm up. I did sort of main Cloud at the end of Smash 4, as I didn't really play Smash 4 competitively, but towards the end I started to try to pick him up. I should have done an up special there, not a side special. Tried to land a down air there. I should have gone for neutral air, because it would have been faster. That doesn't show poke either from up there. Yeah, I shouldn't have rolled back. GG. I meant to spot dodge, but yeah. Cause I thought you were gonna do it the other way, so I tried to spot dodge, but I rolled back. Cause I hit diagonally. Okay, battlefield time. Hopefully this goes a bit better. I tried to air dodge, but then I realized I had already air dodged. I'm just not performing well, like always, I guess. I didn't realize you were taunting, that's my fault. I should have respected it. Still doesn't break shields. That shield percent. I could try to air dodge or jump, but it doesn't matter too much in that position. But that's some damage. I meant to back up. Had a bit of a drop there. Oh, or, you know, that jab could just do that as well. fair is so slow. GG. Didn't realize it took me 7,000 frames just to get a fair. Or else I would have, just turned around in the air. Somehow. Guess be reversed, but I'm still going to be playing Cloud because I do need to work on him, but I'm just going to be losing every game. It's kind of just a normal viewer battle thing at this point. Trying to go for a Mario kill. Back air. That time it was back air. The first Smash game I played, I think, was 64, although it could have... No, wait, it was Brawl. And then I played 64 afterward. I got Brawl because Sonic was in it, and I liked Sonic at the time. Although, I've never been one of those, like, insane Sonic fans or anything. Although that was a very long time ago whenever I played Brawl. Like, that was probably around the time that it released. And then after that, I didn't play Smash. Although I did get Smash 4 and then played it a bit. Although I never played competitively until last year. After I saw the Invitational for Ultimate, that's when I started playing competitive Smash 4 for 3DS, so like, I didn't actually play competitive, I played on a competitive rule set. But yeah, GG for that game. But yeah, in this game I made Mega Man, but I like to play pretty much every character in the game, so that's why I'm playing Cloud at the moment, not him. Cloud ditto. We both back aired there as well. killed. Okay. Yeah, I'm not making it back, GG. Keep thinking his air dodge has a lot more range than it does as well. Oh, hey, Egg Boy. Through that. I'm still dead though, so yeah, it doesn't really matter what I do, I'm just going to die off stage, because I'm playing as Claw. Yeah, I'm still dead. That's the worst part about Cloud. Like, he's kind of fun to play, but, I mean, you just can't recover at all. I don't know why I decided to play Cloud instead of Falcon, because I didn't want to deal with recovering. But I guess I'll play Falcon. At this rate. Oh boy. I had to land at some point, so yeah, I was dead. Or I guess I could have went to ledge, but could I really? Oh wait, I didn't realize you had that charge. gotta be there. Sure. Come on. Ah, that missed. I thought I could time a Falcon Punch, right? Oh, I'm dead, yeah. GG. That matchup is not fun. For sure. With the sword, I mean. It's not really the randomness of hero that gets Falcon, it's the sword. Okay, yeah, GG.
Choose your fighter. Lucina. Ready?
Okay.
Three, two, one, go!
I don't have any commands set up for the arena. Because I usually just have it in the title. Oh, that killed. Well, that was supposed to be a forward smash and not an up smash. Jigglypuff's rest after what happened to me in the last viewer battle with the Link. I forward smashed him as Link, and the sword got rested, and it counted as touching my hitbox, so then I got put to sleep and I lost, like, a very close game. So after that, I don't trust Jigglypuff's thing, even with moves that I know are disjoints. See, like that. That one I understand, because I was a bit close, so I knew that the hitbox of her head was probably going to go in. But I just wanted to see if it would not do that. I tried to roll, but I rolled on the head. GG. Yeah, that's F.
The future is not written.
I guess like an 8 or 7, somewhere around there. 7.5 maybe if you want it to be specific, but... Okay, glad that I got Fox to play against, because I don't want to get edge guarded. And I know that Fox can't do that. Ooh, that's some audio. As I said. I mean, I guess Fox has back air, but Drill Rush and Fair just drop way too much. And then I guess Nair as well, but with Nair you have to hope that your opponent doesn't tech. I guess the same thing could apply to back air, except in situations like this, where you're pretty far off stage. Ah, okay, yeah, GG. That had way too much, like, hit stun. I was stuck in hit stun for the entire time I was at the ledge, so as soon as I air dodged, I was way too low. But yeah, that had like 7 quadrillion frames of hit stun. Smash 64 hit stun. Thanks your boy Egg Boy for following. And hey, Novad.
One, go!
Yeah, that's dead. No? Okay. Thought that might have been death. Oh yeah, that's a hitbox. I remember whenever Banjo came out, I think it was like the day after, I got like a down throw slide special on someone, like down throw short hop slide special, or something like that. That's probably been the coolest thing that I've done as Banjo. Yeah, I keep seeing like the down throw thing of that. Although I didn't really play Banjo too much. Or Hero, I mainly just played Joker out of all the DLC characters. Oh, that almost killed. That would have sweet spotted and that would have killed him. Or got like the strong hit, I guess. Okay, it's time for this match. I actually haven't played this matchup yet, surprisingly. But I feel like it's going to be a bad one because of all of Banjo's projectiles. Mainly neutral special. I don't think down special is going to be too big of an issue, but neutral special is going to mess me up.
3, 2, 1, go!
Banjo's got Snake Ups tilt, Snake's weight value, and Snake's grenades. Well, kind of. They just explode a bit faster. think if I would have turned around on that grab out of parry, then I could have landed the grab. I hate how that always forces you up. Wasn't that not a thing in Smash 4? Like, with forcing you up out of Barry? Oh, that fair had no lag on shield. Yeah. The thing is, I think the mashing also counts when you're in the grab animation, doesn't it carry over? Because I feel like it does. There have been scenarios where I've gotten out of mashes a bit faster if I mashed while they grabbed me than if I only mashed during the parry. Oh, I thought it was underneath him, and like the fourth smash would get me a bit lower, like my hitbox. I air dodged the other way. At least I thought I did. I tried to jump, but I rolled first. Dang it, GG. Okay, see you, Agua. But yeah, I've had that happen with other characters as well, not just Banjo, but like K. Rool and at various percents as well. But I don't know, that could be it. Speaking of which, I might play K. Rool later, because I did practice him a bit, and Ridley, because I wanted to play some of the new characters that weren't that great. Not just, Inkling or anything. I just play Inkling, Hero, Joker, or Banjo. I guess I could have played Simon and Richter as well, but I personally just don't like their playstyle. Even as a Mega Man main, I don't really like zoning that much. I don't mind spacing with like Lucina, but just zoning, where you just sit on one side of the stage, spam, and then go to the other side, just isn't my playstyle choice. Spacing's kind of, like, it depends on the character, I guess, as well. But spacing's more just of thinking of where you are in relation to your opponent and making sure that you can't get punished for throwing out some laggier options. Although, with a lot of sword characters, a lot of their spacing doesn't involve laggy options. Yeah, I guess I haven't thought about the difference either, and I've played this game for probably way too long since release. But yeah, zoning is just more like spamming projectiles and then walling out your opponent, whereas with spacing, I guess it takes a lot more like skill to perform spacing than zoning. It's something that you have to practice for. Because like with Lucina, if you're spacing fairs, then you just have to make sure that you're on the edge of your opponent's shield or hitting the edge of your opponent just in case you whiff, but yeah, they can't zone because they don't have projectiles, is the issue with them. Any character without projectiles can't really zone. At least not as easily. I guess Cloud could potentially zone, but it'd be kind of like, I guess the closest character to Cloud would be, Guile. I was trying to think of his name, because he's an assist trophy in this game. But it would kind of work like how Guile works in this game, where you would just stand in one spot and then just spam, Cloud's neutral special, which is not even that effective of a projectile in general, even with Limit, so... Like, with Limit it's good for edge guarding, but without Limit I guess you can hit people off of the ledge in 2-frame, but it has such a small ledge hitbox that 2-framing's not really something that happens often, because a lot of characters' ledge grab range just outrange it. And it hits about that time when they're grabbing the ledge, because it's so slow you have to time it perfectly as well. But yeah, Zoner basically just walls someone out with projectiles. They don't really use, spacing. Or at least most Zoners don't, because most Zoners don't have moves that can be spaced in this game. Because there's not a lot of Zoner characters that have, long hitboxes. I think the closest one would be like Banjo or Duck Hunt, but they play more defensively. Or at least I can see them both being played more defensively with just like spamming grenades and everything. That's how I usually play Banjo. Because it's just a more zoner character. At least I think. Although, like, the thing about Banjo is that he's got a pretty strong melee, so you can play him pretty much either way and it'd be okay. Oh, hey, Artek. Or Artek, sorry. Yeah, I don't think that fair thing would work with Banjo. The drag down fair at the ledge. Like, it works on stage, but I don't think you would be able to gimp him with that. He's got such a strong recovery. He's kind of got like a mix of Sonic and Mega Man's recovery where he's got the up special and can still jump like Mega, but can't it can also be used to like gimp people with extremely weak recoveries like Sonic Spring, although Sonic Spring works a bit more effectively. Although he can't jump out of the spring. He can only air dodge and do aerials, whereas Mega Man can jump. Definitely want to not get grabbed by Banjo. Or that island.
Banjo and Kazooie win.
Okay, see you again. Or if you are leaving. And thanks, Quick Math Scannon, for following. Yeah, I know that people don't really like playing against zoners, and I'm okay with pretty much playing against any playstyle, so it doesn't really bother me, but that's why I try to I tend to like avoid zoners, or zoning in general, because it's not that fun to play against, like, Ness with PK fires and everything. Although PK fire doesn't bother me that much. Yeah, from what I've seen most of the time as well, a lot of zoners actually lose to space, or a lot of zoners beat spacing characters. Like, I would say Mega Man beats Lucina, for example, just due to the fact that Lucina really struggles with projectiles. And I use one of the wireless GameCube controllers that was made for the Switch. I think they're like Power A or something. But yeah, that's usually what I use. Although I can play with like Pro Controller or Joy-Cons as well. It doesn't really affect me any. I first played like Smash competitively on the 3DS, so I can pretty much use any controller playing the game. Although I prefer GameCube. Am I dead? Yeah, I'm just dead. I went way too far. I just don't really know what I'm supposed to do in this matchup. Like, I know this isn't a fun matchup for Doc, because I main Doc in Smash 4, and at the beginning of Ultimate, but I just don't know how I'm supposed to make it as Lucina. I guess gimping recoveries and just spacing and things like that. I thought that was gonna be... okay. I thought that was gonna be like a jump into down special up there out of that down air. So I thought I was gonna die. Because Dog's down special is so strong. Or even up special would have killed up there. If it would have sweet spotted. Yep, that's death. Yeah, GG.
You'll never defeat me.
But yeah, GG for that game. But yeah, I don't usually go to tournaments or anything. There's not any tournaments in my areas to even go to. So I don't really get a lot of practice against real people except through viewer battles. Which is why I like to, or I used to stream them so much, but had to stop doing it. Okay. Gonna have to slow things down for a second. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, I'm dead. I should have ran to spring. Ah. Yeah, he's making it back. Yeah, I'm just dead. I got the dash tag, but of course it doesn't kill. That will kill. This is definitely going to be an uphill battle from now on. Oh, or I guess not. He's so fast I can't even get out the counter that I'm trying to do, which is what I'm supposed to do in this matchup. Is pretty much spam that, I guess. I guess that would work. Somewhat. Please don't fly. GG.
Let's do that again sometime.
I was really hoping that that wouldn't spike, but it did. I'm gonna try to play some Mega Man now, though, as I need to get in practice with him. I just kinda hate playing him online. He's not an online friendly character to me.
Choose your fighter.
Do I want to play Mega Man? You know what? Since I've been practicing Ridley, I'll play Ridley. But I do need to practice Mega Man at some point. And also change his music so that way. Just some random other song. Because these can be literally anything in existence. Well, I did not expect that. So, just gonna reshuffle. Also known as just going back and doing pretty much the same thing again. This doesn't fit at all with the arena, but it's fine. I could start playing Cursed Miis again. I do have some Cursed Miis, but I think Ridley should be fine. I'm really indecisive on characters I want to play pretty much at all times, even though I have characters that I play like as a main, like Mega Man, used to main Lucina, so I kind of have her as secondary. Same thing with like Daisy and Pikachu. I'll play them, but I really have a hard time just picking a character to sit down and play for an extended period of time. But yeah, well, I've lost most of the games in this viewer battle stream. It hasn't been that bad. At least not to me. As I at least have been having fun. And the last time I did viewer battles, I wasn't having that great of fun, and I had only won 2 games in 2 hours, but that doesn't really determine how much fun I'm having. It's just that our chat wasn't very interactive. But yeah, if I went to tournaments, I doubt I would perform well, but I would at least be able to get in practice with people that actually play the game. Because pretty much no one I know plays the game, and everyone that does play the game usually has to play with me, because no one owns the Switch that I know. Or, like, a few people do, but they play other games. And so, any practice I do get is with an inexperienced person, and then eventually that person just decides that they don't even want to play Smash anymore, so that's why I pretty much only practice competitive Smash online or offline with CPUs, which isn't good practice either because they get into habits and all that stuff. I guess that makes it easier to identify habits, but yeah. Lasting pretty long for Sonic. Or I guess Sonic's kind of slow fighter in the game, although he moves fast. Just his games are usually a bit slower. Unless he's playing against a character with a weak recovery. I would say at least. Kind of spinning the hand around because I don't really know what to do. I guess I could change the song again, since the song is just proceeding to get worse. And I'm pretty sure it's repeated. Another Wii song. Oh, this one from Wii Play, not Wii Sports.
Mission complete.
I feel like this next game could go pretty bad. I mean, it has like a small percent chance to be either Fox or Fox I'd have to play against is Ridley. Because of random could get Fox. But it could just get a character that's pretty much the same as Fox and still would be an issue. Yeah, I can see that. I would say it's between Ridley or Kirby, as Kirby's not too difficult to fight. Especially if you have a sword, but even without a sword. I saw this one Luigi at a tournament about a week ago. I don't remember what tournament it was, but Esam was there. And, like, he was pretty much the only, like, I guess, top Smash player there. Or, not really of note, but just, like, only one that's in, like, the top 5 or whatever. I don't know what Esam's ranked, but he's ranked in the top 100 at least for sure, so maybe it was something like that. And they were really good to Luigi. Yeah, I like Sheik as well. I don't play Sheik because she's light. She can't really do enough damage to get into kill percents, but you can get people really easily, so... If you're playing a character with a weak recovery, or probably not even weak, but just like average recovery, you can probably win. As long as you can knock them off stage, but if you can't do that, then you're pretty much dead to every character in the game. Can't you like down special with the ledge as Luigi, but just slightly off stage, and then you can just gimp everyone in the game? Because the win box goes so far beyond the ledge that it can't actually get any characters grabbed for it. But yeah, the two characters that I want to see buffed would probably be Sheik or Falco. Or, yeah, Falco. Not Falcon, but just the bird. I guess not the actual person. Yeah, or Sonic probably needs a few buffs, but not anything like damage output, I would say. Mainly just fixing hitboxes so that way they can hit all of the hits consistently. But a lot of characters need that, including Fox as well. Like Fox, Falco, and Sonic, I would say all need it. Oh, forward throw.
Fox wins.
Oh, this is not gonna be fun. Yeah, I would say like up air fair need the hitbox fix, but up air. Oh boy. At least I've got some good music to listen to. I misspaced that just slightly. That was supposed to be a dash attack for me. Oh, I almost landed that. If I would have landed that, I would have considered this game a win. That's pretty much like landing a Falcon Punch. Although it's slightly easier. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to jump. That's death. Yeah. I took a stock, so I'm good with that. Is Ridley versus Fox. I thought that gave you intangibility. I guess only if it's up, maybe. Ah. Okay, I thought I was dead. I would homie stock, but I'm on my last stock. Okay. Yeah, TG. I've got no approaches, Ridley. I guess I could have up specialed maybe, but apparently that doesn't give you intangibility like I thought, so I pretty much just have to slide special. Oh, hey, Nick. Yeah, I'm definitely just losing every game from now on. At this point. I mean, the best thing to do whenever someone's not approaching you as Fox, I would say it's just kind of to start doing something that would make them think that it had lag, but it actually doesn't. Like throwing out neutral layer, for example. Or just like jumping around a lot to make them think that you're really jumpy. So that way whenever you get into a position where you need to get out of shield, you can throw out an out of shield option that's not a jump, and then them think that you're going to jump. Just something like that, for example. Oh, that was close to not being gimped. Yeah, I've probably got like 30 more minutes-ish stream, so... Or now it's about 27. I'll probably stream for about 2 hours total. And it's been like an hour and a half. I wouldn't even consider Fox to be campy. I guess it honestly depends on who he's playing against, but... that could be the same thing for every character. Like, if you're playing against Little Mac, for example, you kind of have to play campy against him. But... I mean, once again, that applies to every character. Because if not, then you're just going to get outsped unless you're playing against Mac or Sonic. Or Falcon. But yeah, I would just condition people whenever they don't want to approach. Kind of like I was talking about with like jumping around. Just like trying to make them learn false things about how you play, like false habits. Yeah, lasers work as well. The thing about lasers is that they have a bit of lag, so that way you have to make sure that you aren't into a situation where it's gonna get you killed, but yeah, conditioning is something that a lot of people don't really do, except for like a lot of the upper level Smash players. But stuff like that can change a lot of how the game's played. Maybe even seeing how they react to you performing certain things as well. While you're camping them out, like see what they do whenever you try to run in, and then you just run back out. And you see if they shield, then you might want to go in for grabs. If they jump every time, then you might want to go in with like a short hop up air or something like that. Maybe something that can get you a combo. Back air for kills. Yeah, and then you could also, like, see what they do if they roll every time. Because everyone has habits that they'll do at some point. Even, like, the best players in the game have habits that you can see. It's just that a lot of them know how to hide it better than others. And then a lot of them know how to find other people's habits better. That's pretty much what top-level competitive Smash is just finding habits and hiding habits. Yeah, I mean, in top-level Smash, you have all of the combos and everything that look really appealing, but it all comes from just people identifying habits that their opponent has and then exploiting those habits to the best of their ability from the position that they're in. That's pretty much what I do as Mega Man, is I just poke with pellets just to see how people react to the poking. And once I figure that out, I can plan how I play against them from there. Yeah. Oh, Hendrix, or not Hendrix, but Hendrix armor. Dragon Quest is actually probably like the best game that I've played this year. That's what the Hendrix armor is from Dragon Quest XI. Like, the best game that came out or this year that I played, I guess. Should have been what I said. I thought Sonic would do a lot better than most other Rushdown characters with projectiles, due to small hitbox and speed, or like small hitbox in comparison to someone like Captain Falcon, who has about like the same speed, but it just has a larger hitbox that can run into projectiles a lot. This is not going to be a fun match, I can already tell. Projectiles and Ridley, or pretty much any character and Ridley, just don't go together, so... I mean, it'll be fun to play, it's just not going to be that fun to watch. Or, I don't know, maybe. Because you can actually land pretty good Pac-Man combos on Ridley. I thought that would hit above as well, slightly. Example A of pretty good Pac-Man combos. I didn't know where that was going as well, so... Livehead is basically just like an application thing that I have on the stream. That you just tap on it and then it levels up. I don't remember why I got it or when I got it, but pretty much you just pet it, like, I think every minute or so, and then it'll just get XP, and then slowly level up, and then it'll change the emote that it is. I'm surprised that worked. One thing I do like about Ridley is that you can bait people to approach while you're turned away from them and get them with up smash really quickly. I'm not the best at it, but it's a thing. I'm still dead, aren't I? Yeah. I don't know what I'm supposed to do in this matchup. There we go. I guess that works. I got a stock. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I missed that tech because it's so low. GG. I'm gonna swap characters, although I don't really know who to play. I kind of want to play Mega Man, but honestly, I don't really like to play him online that much. Yeah, I'm just not gonna spectate it.
Choose your fighter.
Might as well just play random at this point. That's what I usually do whenever I'm stuck in a situation like this where I just have no idea what to do. But yeah, now it's time for a music change since I also can't spectate the battle at the moment. What's this? I'll pick actually good music instead of just randomly picking one of the miscellaneous music options. But yeah, I guess if anyone else wants to connect with ID and password on the screen, it's also in the title, at least it should be. So, but yeah, just be interacting with chat now, I guess. I could even just, I'll just leave it as is. I was thinking you meant that Sonic Spring was a good option in neutral. I think that's what another person was thinking as well. I mean, I guess it's good for combos in neutral because you can extend certain combos with like up air out of a spring, but it's not even a true combo, I don't think. Yeah, most of the time with Sonic, I usually don't really use specials. Kind of like with Marth and Lucina as well, I just stick to A moves and then B button moves whenever edge guarding, like up B or something. Yeah, has there been any... Alright, it says 0.1 frame drop. I'm pretty sure that that's fine. Let me see. Yeah, it looks fine. Hoping that it's been pretty stable. Yeah, that's what I meant, is that you were referring to neutral, and that he was referring to edge guarding and advantage. Because yeah, I couldn't really see Spring being that useful in neutral. But in advantage, whenever you're edge guarding someone, it becomes a lot more useful. I mean, I guess it could be used as an out-of-shield option, but it'd have to be like short hop into Spring. You couldn't really use it directly out of shield. Like, you'd have to pretty much just, like, jump, and then that same frame that you jump, where, like, maybe one frame after, like, up B to be able to get a good hitbox out of it. Oh, Lucina. I made Lucina for a very long time. Like, I pretty much just got my Mega Man's playtime higher than Lucina's, because of how long I mained her, but I just find her really boring to play. Like, I played her earlier in the stream, but, I mean, it's still pretty much the same thing, kinda stale. I'm actually pretty scared of Terry. I know that Ryu and Ken are very strong characters, and Terry's gonna play a lot like them, except he's gonna have the added benefit of being a DLC character, so it gets a bit of DLC bonus as well. So, yeah, I mean, the only way that Terry could be bad, I think, is that if he has a very weak recovery, something that would put Little Mac's recovery in the top 10 recoveries in the game. But I haven't actually played Fatal Fury, so I don't know what moves they would use. Like, with Ryu and Ken, it was kind of obvious what moves would do what. Maybe not, like, what moves they would pick in neutral, but, like, what moves would get you to recover from the stage. Like, sure, you would obviously be in Hadouken, would have a high chance of being in with them, I would feel. But, yeah, with Terry, I really don't know how it's going to play out. He could either be really good or really bad, in my opinion. Or maybe not bad, but just a bit below average. But I feel like Terry, the way that they, the way that they made, Ken and Ryu, I feel like Terry's probably going to be the character out of the three that has the best neutral, where they have, like, a weaker combo game and, like, weaker shield pressure, because Ryu has really strong shield pressure and Ken has a really good combo potential with all of his moves, so I feel like Terry might have weaker, but it's still going to be pretty strong, and then have a really strong neutral. Whereas Ryu and Ken, at least in my opinion, have a pretty weak neutral. But yeah, I've never seen gameplay nor played Fatal Fury, so I really don't know how Terry's moveset would work. Although, I could probably look something up and then get somewhat of an idea. I know it plays very similar to, like, Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat is more of a traditional fighting game than platform, like Ultimate. kind of interested to see who the last DLC character is, though. I don't have any idea who they would be. I don't really have any characters I would want in the game. Or I guess, I've said this a few times, probably just like the Hollow Knight person. And then, maybe Steve, I don't know. I do enjoy Minecraft, so that's why I want Steve in, but honestly didn't mind that he got in over Banjo. But I feel like it would either be something like that. Thanks, for everyone for following. Probably mispronounced that, but... Yeah, I saw a concept for that hat thing on Reddit. Oh, thanks, RG Ravioli, for following. Where they throw off the hat and then it kind of works like Snake's on or Robin's foot. Yeah, so far there's been no DLC fighters like that, whereas in Smash 4 you had Corrin. Oh, I think I remember hearing, not really saying, but hearing whenever Joker was being rumored around being put in Ultimate that there was gonna be a female ult for Joker. So they could have been referring to Terry. I wouldn't even think that Joker would have a female ult. Although I've never played Persona 5, or any Persona game. Though I know that Terry has one from I think it was a spin-off game of Fatal Fury. Although I'm not too sure. I don't know much about Fatal Fury or Persona 5 because I've never played them. I just listen to rumors, I don't necessarily trust them. Like, I used to listen to them all the time before Ultimate came out as just a way to pass the time. Or I guess another cool character to be in the game that's been leaked would be Doomguy. Or the Dovahkiin from Skyrim. I do like both of those games. But my main one would be either Hollow Knight, or I guess Hollow Knight or Doomguy would be my two main picks for DLC. I like Master Chief, but Doomguy just has the fact that he created the first-person shooter genre going in his favor. But I do like Chief. I mean, Chief pretty much single-handedly makes the Xbox somewhat relevant. There are other games as well, but that's like easily the most popular one. But yeah, that's my opinion, is that any fighter is a good fighter, as long as they're unique. Although I wouldn't really mind an Echo Fighter DLC pack. I've also mentioned that I would also kind of like to see character ult packs, where you get like a bunch of character skins, kind of like maybe something like Olimar and Alf, but I was thinking you could have like classic Smash 64 skins for the original 12 fighters, or like Melee skins for the ones that were in Melee as well. Kind of like how they did the stages in this game from 64. I don't think Assist Trophy would deconfirm a character. Just being an Assist Trophy. Although I'm not too sure. Or of just being a spirit either. I feel like that could be a possibility, but I doubt it. There was that one leak a long time, or not that, but a long time ago wherever they showed, or no, that wasn't a leak, it was a data mine, that they had 10 extra slots for fighters coded in the game. But yeah, this is probably my last game, the next one that I play, I think. Or I might do one more afterwards. I could even just go into the spectator stands for a bit, but... Corrin, except as a male, so the one that doesn't exist. Oh, GG. Cool.
3, 2, 1, go!
I actually like Corrin in this game. They're really fun to combo with. The thing is that I just can't use them. Like, I can combo with them, but outside of that, can't really do much. Ah, that went underneath the stage? Why? For some reason I thought this was Battlefield form. I guess. But yeah, getting pineapple on the first stock is not a good sign. I thought I could do something cool there. That would have been cool if it would have connected all the hits and actually functioned. Barely not gonna make it back. I might play Corrin a bit after this, actually. I need to study a matchup with all the bees. Because I never really play against Mii's. Except Mii Sword Fighter. Oh boy. I crossed me up. I didn't expect it. I thought I hit the circle. Dang it, GG. But yeah, I guess I'll just play one more game as random. I mean, either way, I'm still probably gonna lose, but it's fine. So yeah, next game is probably my last one. But yeah, GG on that game. It was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Even though I only took one stock, I didn't really expect much. I have a pretty good idea of how decent I am at the game. Although I don't really know how to improve from where I am, so I'm kind of just stuck. Pretty much all I can do is just continuously play matches online. And just continuously lose until I get to a point where I stop losing, but... Also, picking a character and staying as that character for extended periods of time would also help. Also known as just not playing random as much. Yeah, I know I can improve. Like, that's, but I just don't really know how. Although, yeah, I guess watching Nairo would help a lot more. The main reason I play as just a lot of different characters is just to improve my neutral. Which I think is actually kind of an effective strategy for doing it, because if you're playing as different characters, then you get a different feel for each individual matchup, and you can learn the strengths and weaknesses of all characters. But yeah, I mean Mega Man. I just don't really like playing him online that much. Yeah, I watch Nairo and Zero. I don't really watch Samsora that much. Guess I should watch him more. I didn't even know he had a YouTube channel. usually all I see of him is from Nairo or Zero, or mostly just Nairo streams. But yeah, I made Mega Man, and then I don't really have a secondary. I've tried to get a lot of different secondaries, I just don't really like any of their playstyles. Because I want a character that can help with Mega Man's weaker matchups, but pretty much the only character that can do that is Ness, as Mega Man's probably worst matchup would be Pikachu, if I had to guess, just due to the fact that Pikachu can combo and edgeguard Mega Man really easily. Yeah. And the only character, at least I think Sam did some matchup thing for Pikachu. I think he's stated that Ness is pretty much the only character that can win against Pikachu easily, outside of just secondarying Pikachu and then having an even matchup. But yeah, this isn't stream lag, by the way. For any of those that are wondering. I think something that could really help is if I went to tournaments, although I'd have to drive pretty far away to go to tournaments from where I live, so. Like, not even going to tournaments and competing in the tournaments, but just playing friendlies and things like that would help a lot. And then obviously doing viewer battles as well helps. The downside of viewer battles is just online lag. Although that's not really too much of an issue all the time. But yeah, just going to like a small local tournament or something, I feel would probably be the best way to practice Ultimate, as there are a lot of weekly tournaments pretty much everywhere. And then you just go to one of those once a week, play friendlies or compete in the tournament, or do both. Probably be the best, but do either one of those. And then just ask for tips from your opponent. I keep thinking that Mii Sword Fighter's shield can block projectiles if you stand still, like with Link and Heroes. But then I keep realizing that it's just a Mii costume, so it's not really going to do much. Yeah. It would be cool if it wasn't just the costume, though. I even have that costume. I think I bought the rest of the costumes. Because I used to have all the costumes until Banjo came out. I didn't get all the ones that were with him. But I don't know if I have them or not. I got the Team Rocket and Sans one, but outside of that I didn't get any of the rest. But yeah, I think Ultimate's a competitive game. It's much more competitive than Smash 4. Which he played and, you know, kind of completely dominated in. At least I see it as more competitive than Smash 4. Although, I could see why he wouldn't think it's as competitive, because it's based on the same, or it's not based on, but it runs on the same engine. It's pretty much just got better graphics, and it's got a it's got better graphics and then got sped up. It's pretty much all the changes that happened between this game and Smash 4. Like, game physics-wise, I guess there was a few, like, Smash Ultimate Tech things that changed, but those are, like, the main things, I would say. It's speed up. I guess the complete removal of, chain grabs is another thing. And I don't even think the Ice Climbers have chain grabs. They have these things, but I don't think they have chain grabs. Which is a whole other thing. Yeah, I would say that Ultimate's probably the second most competitive Smash after Melee. I think it's more competitive than 64. Although, that might be a bit controversial. I don't think it is by much, though. I guess if that makes it any better. It's just that 64 has only got a limited number of matchups. Only one viable stage outside of, you know, just going into the game's data and then getting Final Destination, I guess. Would be another thing that they could do. So it's got, what, 2 viable stages of Battlefield and Final Destination. 12 characters. That's pretty much as competitive as it gets. Like, there's a lot of tech in it, but if you haven't seen any combos, like combo contests by people in Smash 64, I'd recommend watching those. Because those are actually pretty cool. Because of the hits done in that game. Smash 64 has like, easily the most hits done out of any Smash. So, it makes combos really interesting to watch because you can extend them for so long. But yeah, GG on this game. I've definitely... I might do well, but I don't see it happening. Inkling's one of the characters that I need to work on a lot. As I know that there are strong characters, just I don't play them nearly enough to be able to use them to their fullest potential. I do know the gist of them, though. I didn't expect it to kill, although I didn't see what percent I was at, so that would change things. You can see my main issue with Inkling, kind of at the moment. At least I hope you'd be able to see it. If you can't, a hint's the bottom of the screen. Like the bottom left. Okay, there we go. Jab time. Oh no, oh no. I know what that means. I thought I was facing the other way. I'll see you, Hedges. I'll read the rest of her comment in a second. I rolled way too early. I hate this chakra. GG. Okay, yeah, see Hedges. But yeah, GG. But yeah, I'll let this game happen and then I'm going to shut down the arena, I think. I actually like Battlefield, although I can see how it would be annoying with your playstyle, because you use the chakrams and tornado a lot, and the platform just let people avoid them pretty easily.
3, 2, 1, go!
That's why I'm just sitting here. I can talk about another game that I've been kind of interested in playing. That similar to Ultimate, and that's Aethers, the Rival of Aethers. I heard that that's getting a Switch port apparently. Or that could actually already be out now and I just haven't seen it, but I want to try to get that, although the next game I'm going to be playing is Sword and Shield, so still have to pre-order that first. Then I can get Rivals. Though Rivals is significantly cheaper, I'm assuming, due to it being indie. But yeah, Rivals of Aether seems a lot better than Brawlhalla, so I feel like that's why. I should try it. Brawlhalla was just a bit too random for me with all the items and stuff. But yeah, leave this just be the last game for now. I'll try to be live later and I'll probably play some Dragon Quest or something, but do have to go now, so yeah, I'll just be doing that. And then tomorrow, I don't know when I'm going to be streaming, but I should actually be able to stream a lot tomorrow. Although, if I have time later today, I will be doing Dragon Quest XI, so yeah, I guess I'll see everyone in the next